Look, up ahead. I think that's them.
Not saying you are wrong, but maybe now wasn't the best time to cause turmoil among your people, don't you think?
There was no way I could have known this would happen.
Maybe not. Maybe you could have. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Seems your allies have arrived. You're Tahar, aren't you? Silverhand is pleased to meet you.
Careful, Tahar. This man's aura is overwhelming.
It is indeed, but that doesn't mean he wants to harm you.
What was that? Did you just...
He did. He's a dreamweaver, Tahar, just like me. But don't worry, it does not mean he can read your thoughts. All he can do is transfer them to you, just as I can.
Silverhand couldn't have put it any better, young lady.
He?
Him. Silverhand. The man you were talking to.
Okay. Who are you?
Just call him Silverhand. Most people do. He's a friend of the elves, you might say. Particularly of the brown blood Moorhere kind. And he's here because his friend Varden Merilith told him they had gotten themselves into trouble. Once again. Arlen Finrior, the first scryer of Lathwen, has disappeared.
Ran off? I think that's a better way to put it. But let's talk in the outpost. Follow me.
All right. So, where do we begin? The corruption hit again, harder than before.
But why? We cleaned the pools, didn't we?
You did, yes. But as it turns out, that was only temporary. After you left, the corruption came back with a vengeance. So far, we have lost over a dozen hunters to it. Then, one night, Arlen Finrior ran off, just like that.
Why would he do that?
Well, he left a note. To cure the corruption.
There's more to it, though. Silverhand hasn't told Varden yet, but he can feel it.
I see. So you're here to find Arlen, is that it? And that's what you need our help for?
Yes, despite Silverhand and his mages, the jungle turns out far more perilous than anticipated. There's corrupted, there's those beasts, and there's purity, as they like to style themselves. Silverhand would call them self-important blockheads.
So what do you need us to do?
The same you did in Leafshade. Find the cause of the corruption and end it. And of course, find Arlen if he's still alive. If we don't settle that matter, we don't have a choice but order the troops we provided you with back to us.
Not to mention that the corruption might spread, which, after this land just lived through the Bloodburn, would be an unfortunate development indeed.
Any idea what the Purity is doing here?
None. They seem to be peaceful, as far as that can ever be said about them. Maybe you'll find out.
All right. I'll scout the jungle for traces of Arlen and the source of the corruption. You stay here and make sure your camp is safe.
Good to hear. Thank you, Tahar. I mean it. We'll hold our position.
Though Silverhand might reach out to you every now and then. We shall see.
Fair enough. Stay safe.
Corporal? Fascinating. Together with Lacaine's masked priest, this is the second Dreamweaver I've seen in less than a moon.
I take it there aren't many.
Among humans, elves, and orcs, no. The Dark Elves have their own psychic elite units, but that is a different story.
Blazes! That's a lot of them.
I understand.
Got it.
Ellen's raids. Did you see that?
The fog killed them. Could that be?
The center of the corruption. Yes, it could be. It emanates the same magical signature as the pools in Leafshade.
Tahar? Silverhand just sensed something. Death. Are you all right?
I am. We found the source of the corruption. At least, I think so. We'll head back to your camp now.
Oh, excellent.
Was that Silverhand?
It was.
What do you require? As you want.
Interesting.
All right, here goes nothing.
How do you like that?
You'll regret this.
Blazes! Help me, somebody!
They killed one of our heroes!
No, don't die on me, will you? We need you.
Yes?
I'm injured.
Whatever's necessary. Got it.
I'll make it quick.
What? That's all? I'm only getting started.
I'll do what's required.
Oh.
Get ready. Sounds like a plan.
Huh.
What the blazes? Who are you?
I'm with the elves.
Me? Oh,
Tahar.
I think he's a
well. See, if you know where to look, these ruins are a gold mine.
Can I take a look at the...
Oh, you mean? Ah, sure, why not? Take a look.
I understand.
Of course.
Understood.
that way?
control.
Tiara's breath.
Sure.
We're in for a fight. They will fall.
Understood. I'll do what's
They
required.
will burn.
Silverhand said you found the cause of the corruption. Is that true?
I think so. There's a thick, reddish mist spreading all across the middle of the jungle. It kills whoever walks into it.
Any sign of Arlen?
I'm afraid not. But we saw purity in the jungle. They seem to be oblivious to what the mist does.
Silverhand sees. Well, they are not our priority right now. The purity will be dealt with once we've cleared the corruption. Be that as it may, it seems they are not getting anywhere without clearing up that mist.
Maybe there's something you and your winter mages could do about it?
No. No, Silverhand cannot. But he thinks there's someone who can.
You don't sound too happy about it.
Yes, well, he is a complicated character, and that's putting it mildly. He's a priest of Nor.
A dark elf?
Yes, but save for him, Silverhand can't think of anybody who could help us otherwise. You'll need to find him and bring him here. He lives in the old monastery.
The old monastery. What's that?
You don't know. It was once an old cloister devoted to the Guardians, but it burned down in the War of the Six Races. And it's deserted now, save for a few pilgrims and devoted priests who still live there.
So I'm guessing you want me to go there and convince that seer to come here.
Wraith. His name is Wraith. But yes, that is what he would ask you to do. Silverhand knows you've traveled far already, but unless you know another way to deal with that mist, Wraith seems to be our only option.
All right, I'll try.
go.
Blood. So much blood.
Once an imposing monument to the Guardians, the old monastery was destroyed by a tribe of orcs during the War of the Six Races. Though plans to restore it to its former glory have been voiced by the...
Okay, according to the map, the old monastery should be up ahead. We need to find this wraith, and we need to do it fast. Who knows how fast this corrupted fog will spread.
I couldn't agree more. Uh-huh.
Will do.
Of course. Let us see.
Huh. Interesting.
Sure.
Fair enough. Let's do this.
Sure.
You got
That
it.
way. All right.
Got it.
That way?
I'll be swift.
Sounds like a plan.
Understood.
That way?
I understand.
Tiara's breath! Help! Someone! Somebody help me!
Ah!
By the Guardians. Thank you. That was a bloody close call. You certainly aren't a priest. Are you a pilgrim?
Not really.
Oh. Then what brings you here? Not the best time to travel across EO, I'm afraid.
What were you doing all the way out here?
Me? Oh, just plucking berries for today's meal. Lately, the wildlife has gone pretty crazy, though. I wonder if that has anything to do with this blood burn everybody was talking about a moon ago.
I'm looking for a dark elven priest. Any idea where he could be?
Ah, yes, that Wraith fellow. He's south of the old monastery. But a word of warning, he's not the most talkative of folks.
I see. Thanks.
It's the least I can do. Anything else?
That's all. Thanks for your help.
You're welcome, child. May Hirin's winds carry you swiftly.
Will do.
As you want.
Sure. That way?
Understood. Let us see.
You got it. Sounds like a plan. That way?
It will be bloody.
You got it.
Careful. Let me
A
see.
pilgrim. What a nice sight.
I want to know more about the guardian god Irion.
Certainly. What exactly?
What exactly does Irion represent?
Knowledge, justice, and truth. He's the scholar and the judge, and lots of mages or keepers pray to him.
I see. Thank you. What is Irion's duty?
Well, let me share the word of Arion with you. And finally, Arion, you will be the keeper of their knowledge. For science, research, and magic, give the people a better future. You shall record all their knowledge and achievements in a book, in which I may come to know the story of my work at the end of time.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, friend. Safe travels.
Interesting.
Another pilgrim. How may I help you?
Can you tell me more about Ellen?
Of course. What do you want to know?
What does she represent? She's the goddess of the elves, isn't she?
Most people think that, but no, she isn't. Ellen embraces all sorts of people, from noble elves to human farmers. As long as your intentions are good, Ellen has a place for you in her heart. She's the mother, the one who nurtures, the goddess of nature.
What is Ellen's duty?
As the All-Father spoke, Daughter Ellen, travel over the land and look upon the force of life. Watch over the abundance of nature, the plants and beings of the forest. Give them water, which they require to live, and be their friend and protector. Ellen gives life. That is her duty.
I'll be on my way.
Of course. The Guardian's grace be upon you.
Sure. I'll take a look. Yes?
I'll be swift.
That way?
Got it.
said, Henry. There was no way I could have known. We needed to try.
Yeah, it's just like we tried with the woman and her rosaries and that old guy with his crystals.
This was different, boy, and you know it. Galvin's son came here after his fall from that roof, and 3 weeks after coming here, he was able to walk again.
Yes, because his body healed itself. Blaze's father, just think for a change. The Guardians made me the way I am. Do you really think they have been waiting for 17 years now to send us a miracle and form some weird water-selling priest? It's ridiculous.
You're such a cynic. Another traveler. Did you also come for Nathaniel and his holy water? If so, don't even bother. He's a charlatan.
Huh?
Never mind.
No. Wait. You people look like you can defend yourselves, right?
Why? What happened to you?
The short version? My father heard stories about a holy priest of Tiara who sells holy water from a holy fountain, but can apparently cure my disability.
Son, it wasn't that simple.
As it turned out, that holy priest was a charlatan. We paid most of our savings for his cleansing water, and of course it didn't do anything. Now we're broke. That is, unless you could help us.
This is not their responsibility, Henry. Thank you for listening, but we should go now.
Wait, tell me more.
But what? Would you rather come back to Mother without a single sodding coin in your pocket? Let that fucking bastard get away?
Watch your language, son. Whatever happened, we are on holy grounds here.
Yes, Father. I know.
What's wrong with Henry?
Oh, he has the palsy. He was never able to walk or do any physical labor. Since then, my wife and I have tried everything to cure him, but it didn't work. Though that, of course, doesn't mean we've given up.
Actually, I think it would be better. It's just the way I am, and no amount of holy water and sermons is going to change that.
Come on, Henry, don't say that. The moment you surrender is the moment you lose, as Neathalf always says.
Why don't you talk to this priest instead?
Well, I don't know. I guess because you can call me many things, but not imposing. I'm an architect, not a warrior like you. Also, it's just a pouch of coin. He tried his best, so did we, and it didn't work. That's just the way the world works sometimes.
Huh. Can you tell me more about this holy water?
Well, only what I've already told you. It comes directly from a fountain near the old monastery, and drinking it has the power to heal. And yes, I know how this must sound to you, but as I said, there have been numerous reports of people getting cured. Our neighbor's son who fell and broke his back, an old man who even regained sight.
But there's no way of knowing these healings actually happened. And even if they did, it might have simply been coincidence. Alchemy cures diseases like magic does, but not this nonsense.
Huh. The boy is more reasonable than his father.
Well, maybe you're right. It did not work after all. But I don't know. This man simply didn't seem like a liar to me.
Huh. All right, let me see if I can talk with that priest. Where is he?
Are you?
Yes, we are. That man is in the south. His name is Nathaniel, and he's a priest of Tiara, so you should recognize him. And thank you.
Fine, if you think it helps.
Now would you look at that?
Greetings. Are you Nathaniel?
Yes, that would be me. How may I help you?
I had a chat with an elf called Nilas. He was here with his son, and he told me that you sold him some healing potion that didn't work. Now they hardly have the money to return to Everlight.
Ah, yes, I remember him. The architect with a crippled boy. He was very generous indeed. I'm saddened the potion didn't work, but there's not much I can do. And yes, I accepted a donation and I gave him a vial of healing water in return. I never specified the amount of said donation.
Huh. So how do you explain that the holy water didn't work?
Well, the Guardians work in mysterious ways. We never promise that the water will work on everyone, but it does work though. Be sure of that. I've seen it with my own eyes. I saw lepers tearing off their robes to reveal a healed body. Blind men seeing the colors of the leaves for the first time in their lives. So how could we deny these souls seeking help a chance at something so wonderful?
These cases you mentioned could simply be a coincidence.
Yes, I have considered that. But the Guardians work in mysterious ways. All we priests can do is serve them and bring their gifts into this world. Whether they choose to perform a miracle or not is their choice.
Wait, you said that the donations are voluntary. That doesn't make any sense. Why would anyone give up their entire life savings just like that?
The followers make their donations at their own discretion. Yes, everyone has to make a donation before drinking from the Blessed Spring, but we always ask them to donate whatever they can afford. It is not our intention to destroy lives. Some followers believe that bigger donations result in more grace from the Guardian, and yes, obviously this isn't true, and we do all we can not to perpetuate this misconception. But that does not stop people from doing it.
All right, I think I've heard enough. Well, if you're saying the truth, then you're not to blame. Thanks for clearing that up, and sorry for accusing you.
You have nothing to apologize for. Nihilus only did what he thought was best for his boy, and we should not judge him for his desperation. Wait a moment. Here, please give him this. It's just a bit of gold, but it should be enough for a carriage to Everlight. And again, I'm sorry the Blessed Spring couldn't help. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Sounds like a plan.
All right, so I talked to the priest. Seems he gave you the real holy water and it simply didn't work. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't.
Yes, that is what I expected.
What about the gold? Did you get it back?
Only a part of it. The priest actually gave it to me voluntarily. He told me that the price you paid, Nilas, was a donation.
You... what?
You're in no position to question me, son. I only did what I thought was right.
Right. Putting our family in debt for some stupid vial of water? What? Did you think the more gold you sink into that fountain, the more interested Tiara would be to pay me a visit?
Well, maybe you're right. It was a stupid idea. But at least we got enough money to afford the journey back now.
More travelers. What do you want?
Are you Wraith?
Who's asking?
Is Samo Tahar's child?
Oh, bow and scrape, everyone. The mass murderer's child is here. Listen, I'm not in the mood for a chat. If it's sermons you came here for, go talk to the other pilgrims. I'm sure they can't wait to bombard you with their stupid, idiotic blathering.
We need your help. The Morhir elves are suffering from a plague called the Corruption. They've traced down the cause of it to the Halayish ruins in Leafshade, but...
Please, hold it right there.
Why?
I don't care. I'm sorry, but I simply don't. Now, is there anything else you need? No? Then thank you and goodbye.
What brought you here?
A quarrel with my lover. We were sweethearts once, used to make love under the silver moon, but ever since she left me, I could find no peace of mind. This place provides me with that.
Really?
No.
I was told you're a priest of Nor. Is that true?
Was. Not anymore.
Why?
Blazes, what part of I don't want to talk to you didn't you understand?
Look, the Morhir really need your help.
And I really don't care.
Wow. There I thought altruism was dead.
Look, girl, if life taught me anything, it's that there's far too many people who care far too much about other people's business. I won't be one of them. And even if that were different, the Morhir would be the last people I'd help. They are the epitome of self-importance and arrogance. I owe them no loyalty. Now, please, move along. I have things to do.
That didn't go well. Let's take a look around. Maybe someone else can help us.
Good luck with that.
Can you tell me anything about that dark elf?
I am not sure. We never talked much to begin with.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, friend. Safe travels.
So, what's the plan?
The dark elf, Wraith. Can you tell me anything about him?
The priest of Nor.
Yes, we need him, but he won't cooperate.
Well, I'm sorry, but I don't know much about him myself. Only that he came here about 6 moons ago, and did nothing but stare into the sky since then.
I'll be on my way.
Of course. The Guardian's grace be upon you.
Yes? Is someone there?
Oh, you're blind.
I guess I am. But I can still answer your questions, Pilgrim. What have you come here for?
You're a priest of Hirin, right?
I am.
What does Hirin stand for?
Oh, Hiran is many things. He's the wind around us, the time we live in, the dreams that come to us at night. And he's the one who brings both death and life to our souls. The nomads pray to him, the homeless, the poor, and the elders. He's the god of those who've been lost and who seek solace.
What is his duty?
He's the messenger. As Aenir, the All-Father, said, Hiran, you will be the messenger who brings them the good and the bad. You shall lead the souls of the dying into the halls of death, and newborn souls to life. Sleep, death, and dreaming, but also happiness and health will be your wares. May they both fear and love you.
Do you know anything about the Dark Elf?
Ah, yes, Wraith. He's a lost soul, just like many Hiran has guided. But he refuses to open himself to the truth.
What do you mean?
Oh, I could tell you. But he has trusted me with his secrets, and I do not wish to betray his trust. If he doesn't tell you himself, then I'm afraid there's nothing I can do.
A lost soul who refuses to see the truth. That's not much, but something. Maybe we should go back to Wraith and ask him what that means.
I doubt it will help. He's surrounded by sorrow, distrust, darkness. Much like the fog in the Halage ruins. He doesn't want to be helped.
Sure.
Ugh, read a book.
What?
I said read a book. I'm not here to answer your questions. I've done nothing else for the past 5 years, and it starts to get boring.
But you're a priest. Isn't it your, I don't know, your job to spread the word of the Guardians?
I devoted my life to Zerbo, the god of laughter, of dance, of music. So isn't that what I should be doing? But no. Instead, that goddamn high priest sent me to this godforsaken grove to stand here all day, smiling and talking like a damn courtesan. And of course, hoping that the few soldiers who come by don't decide to beat you to a pulp just because they feel like it. I'm just glad those white-robed fanatics haven't come here yet. Once they do, I'll be off. Sod Zerbo, my life is more important.
I'm not even here for knowledge. I want to know more about that Dark Elf.
Then ask him.
I tried. He's, reserved.
Well, hard luck, I guess. I can't help you with that.
I won't bother you anymore. Stay safe.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hello, stranger. You're not from these parts, are you?
No, I just arrived. You're a priest of Tiara, aren't you? I recognize that crest.
Well observed. Yes, I am.
I want to know more about Tiara.
Blazes. Do we really have to do this? You could have just read a book or something.
Patience, young woman. There's always time for spirituality. What exactly would you like to know?
What is Tiara's purpose?
Tiara is the goddess of the sunlight, of all that is warm and good. She is prayed to by many, but mostly us humans see her as our source of inspiration and vitality. More than any race, our lives revolve around the sun.
What is Tiara's duty?
Well, Tiara is the oldest and wisest of the Guardians. As the first to be addressed by the All-Father, she was told the following. Tiara, eldest of my children, your home shall be the solar sphere, and your flaming dance will bring light and warmth to life that would decay without it. May you never tire. She is the birth of our existence, and of all that we see. We feel her warmth whenever we travel.
Do you know anything about that dark elf? Why is he here?
Oh, I'm afraid I wouldn't know about that. He's very taciturn, but you've probably noticed that yourself.
Look, I really need his help. A lot of lives depend on it. Can you think of any way to convince him?
I don't know. I've seen him pray at an altar in his shack some time ago, so maybe if you go there... but no, you shouldn't do that. Not without him knowing.
Okay, I don't think we have a choice. Let's take a look at Wraith's shack.
I'll do what's required.
What's next?
Interesting.
Of course.
Understood.
Let us see.
Let's take a look around. What's that? An altar?
Looks more like a memorial to me.
Huh. A drawing. A boy and a woman.
Oh, that's tragic. Do you think they were his family?
Maybe. We should go talk to him.
Careful.
Yes?
I talked to the priest of Hirin. He mentioned something about you being a lost soul.
Well, we can agree on that.
If you tell me what happened to you, then maybe I can help you.
Thank you, but no. I doubt you can.
Tiara's breath. Just let me try.
Blazes, when did you make everybody else's life your responsibility? I said I don't want your help, so why is it so hard for you to accept that? Now please, just leave me alone, for heck's sake. Stop being such a nuisance.
We found the memorial. And the drawing. Was that your son?
Claws of Nor. You're really starting to get on my nerves, you know that? Who the heck do you think you are?
Look, lives are at stake here. Don't you get that? People will die if we don't stop the corruption. Men, women, children. You know what it's like to lose someone, don't you? Then why don't you just help us? I don't get it.
Because it's pointless. It's also goddamn pointless anyway, so why even try?
What's pointless? Why?
That boy. He was my son. The bloodburn took him, together with my wife.
The Dark Elves were affected too?
What did you think? That Nor protects us? Our white hair? Nonsense. Everybody without magic was in the line of fire.
I'm sorry. When did that happen?
6 moons ago. But please, spare me the verbiage. You're not sorry because you didn't even know them. You wanted to appeal to my better self, and it worked. Good job. So, yes, I'll come with you and take a look at that fog. If there's anything I can do about it, I will. If I can't, then bad luck. Give me some time to gather my things. I'll meet you at the mountain pass.
You got it.
Wraith, what a pleasure to see you.
Sure. Where is that corruption, or whatever you call it? And what is it?
It's a plague, much like the bloodburn, only that it seems to spread through nature. Whoever or whatever gets infected becomes completely crazy.
Like the rabies?
Only that it affects humans and tree ants too. There's a giant red fog down south, and we believe it's the cause of the corruption. But whoever enters it dies.
Any ideas? Could that be black magic?
It's possible. I'll have to take a look at it. Can you show me?
Certainly. Tahar, could you take their new friend and Varden to the fog? Silverhand will stay here and protect the camp. The Purity has gotten more aggressive recently. They still haven't directly attacked, but there have been encounters.
All right. Yes, sure, I can take you. Follow me.
That's it. That's the fog.
I see. Yes, that's definitely black magic. Necromantic miasma, to be precise. Though it's been a long time since they were used, because they're practically uncontrollable. The last noted occurrence was during the Hibernian era.
Used? So you think someone caused this deliberately?
I don't know. If so, that someone would have needed knowledge of Hibernian rituals.
But can you cure it?
No. But let me try something. Good.
A golem? What for?
Well, to find out what's behind this, we need to get to the center of it. But since I doubt any of you would like to get that fog into your lungs, I found ourselves someone who doesn't mind. I see what he sees.
Good thinking.
Stand back. A man. There's a man, he... Gnaw's claws. That was quicker than expected.
But you saw someone, right?
Yeah. An elf. More here, by the looks of it. Shaven head and a scar on his scalp.
Wait, Arlen? No, that's impossible. How did that scar look like?
It stretched from his forehead to the top of his head. And he had a long brown beard.
Yes. Yes, that's Arlen Finrior, our first scryer, but I don't understand. Why is he here? How come the fog doesn't harm him?
He's controlling it.
I beg your pardon?
I said he's controlling it. It's the only explanation. And as long as he's alive and upholding the spell, there's nothing I can do about the fog.
What now?
Well, as I see it, there's only one way to end it. We need to disable him, or what he used to summon the miasma in the first place.
How?
Complicated. But let's discuss that at the outpost. Silverhand will want to be involved in this.
Arlen Finrior. That's interesting, to say the least. Do you have any explanation for this, Varden?
I don't.
What a mess. And Wraith, there's absolutely no way to protect oneself against the fog?
No.
Then what can we do?
Let me think. Right now, there's only one solution I can think of. But you won't like it.
Anything is better than nothing. Tell us.
Finria used Hibernian necromancy to conjure that plague. We could use Hibernian necromancy to end it.
How?
By conjuring something a bit more powerful. Something that can withstand the miasma and end Arlen's spell, one way or another. However, I can't do that on my own. Hibernian necromancy is complex and not my area of expertise.
What do you need, then?
Well, ideally, the grimoire of an Hibernian Valis, a shaman, but I doubt we'll be that lucky. However, Hibernian crystal shards will do too. They can help me focus. In other words, our best bet would be to look through the ruins for these.
Hibernian crystal shards? Like the ones they used for their portals?
Yes. If you can bring me a handful, that might be enough to channel my magic for the ritual.
I'm not sure. You want us to search all of Helaish just in hopes of finding those shards?
You asked me for a solution, and I made a suggestion. If you don't like it, I'm more than happy to go back to the monastery.
No. I'm sorry, this is all a bit much. Tahar, I hate to ask, but can you take care of this? Silverhand and I need to stay back and make sure the outpost is secure.
I can try.
Thank you. And one more thing. Could you also have a chat with Commander Zyla? You've won a lot of battles, and you could help us set up a proper defense.
I'll see what I can do.
Good. Again, Tahar, we truly appreciate your help.
Well, it is settled then. Tahar will search the Hibernian ruins for the shards, while we try to keep the purity and the abominations at bay. And Wraith, Silverhand believes we should have a chat. He heard what happened to your family. It's a tragedy.
If you insist.
Let me see.
Are you Commander Zyla?
Yes, and you're Tahar. Your eyes. You have something strange about you.
I get that a lot. Listen, Scryer Merilith said I should give you some advice regarding the defense of this outpost.
Advice, huh? Well, I guess you do know what you're doing, else you wouldn't still be alive, would you? Well then, I have a better idea. Why don't you just have a chat with the workers and tell them what to do? You know, where to put the barricades, towers, the usual. I think we both don't have time for lectures.
Yeah, I can do that.
Good. I trust you fully in this matter. Just make sure to have enough of our workers gather Lenya. Silverhand's mages are eating those bloody leaves like there's no tomorrow.
Lenya? What's that?
Oh, right. I forgot. You're an Evran. Lenya are the plants that grow around Aria pools. The two are very similar, both are infused with magic, only that Lenya plants are far more, concentrated than Aria, and humans don't know how to process it. In short, elven druids and mages need to consume it regularly for their powers.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Then do your best, Tahar. I'll do mine.